Hey guys, welcome back to GM Games. My name is Aaron, host of Around the World Sports, and it is time for off-season number 2 with the Arizona Diamondbacks. You can see we finished the season 75 and 87, which was a 4-game improvement over last year. We had a rough September, but overall, not a terrible year. I mean, May and September were really bad, but other than that, I mean, we were over 500 in April, June, July, and August. It was May and September that sunk us. We weren't particularly good at either offense or pitching. So we have a lot to do. So before we get to that, I guess let's go back and let's review the postseason. So the Los Angeles Dodgers have defeated the Cleveland Guardians 4-1 in the World Series. You can see the Giants, Cardinals, Braves, Phillies in the wild card in the NL. Angels, Astros, Red Sox, White Sox in the AL. Red Sox beat the White Sox. Angels beat the Astros. Giants beat the Cardinals and the Braves over the Phillies. Dodgers beat the Braves in 5. Brewers beat the Giants in 5. Angels beat the Rangers in 5. And the Guardians beat the Red Sox in 5. Guardians took out the Angels in 6. While the Dodgers swept the Brewers. So the Dodgers are your 2023 World Series champions. If we take a look at the Diamondbacks, we'll start with the offense, I guess. Some good, some not so good. Some we have some decisions to make. So Carlos Correa got hurt, missed the last month and a half of the season. Finished up 4.7 WAR. I will take that. 17 home runs, 61 RBIs. Would like to see a little bit more power out of Carlos. But not a terrible first season in Arizona. Alek Thomas really stepped up. He went from 2.3 WAR to 3.5. Average is up, on base percentage is up, slugging is up. OPS was up almost 100 points. Had a really, really nice second season. Dalton Varsho put up another 2-win year. He wants nearly $5 million in arbitration, so we may actually trade him at this point. O'Neal Cruz, his second season, I would say was a success. Average was a little light. On-base percentage was a little bit better. Slugging was a little bit better. Good for 1.5 WAR. I mean, led the National League in triples. I mean, all in all, that's not bad. If he hit 270... all of a sudden, these ratings look really good. And he played a pretty good third base as well. So that's a pretty solid pickup for us. Jose Rodriguez, our Rule 5 guy, came on towards the end of the season, ended up with 11 home runs, 74 RBIs, a 93 OPS plus. But as a second baseman, I mean, those are pretty darn good stats. I will take them. Jose Trevino, we picked up from the Yankees. He'll be our starting catcher for the next couple of years. He's cheap and very good defensively. Andy Yerzy. Hit 8 home runs. 8 home runs, knocked in 23 in only 52 games, so about 500 slugging. Kyle Greer's initial season was not particularly good. Negative WAR, hit under 200. I think he's better suited for a fourth outfielder role, but we don't really have that option right now. You can see we only have Luplow, Varsho, Fairchild, Green, and Thomas. So 3 of those guys have to start. So that may be something we look to address in the offseason. Speaking of addressing in the offseason, all 5 of these players, Hira, Lopez, well, Fairchild, not so much. I don't really expect anything out of him. Vaughn and Luplow may be on the way out. Jordan Luplow, negative 1.5 WAR, didn't hit, couldn't field, 67 OPS plus, just not good. Pitching, I think we have a couple of good starters, assuming we can re-sign them both. Suarez and Webb. Make a pretty solid combination. Ranger Suarez with us was 9-3 with a 2.23 earned run average. He was really good. His ARB number jumps up to $9 million, but he was really good with us. And he was 14-7 on the year with an ERA of 2.4 or whatever. So almost 5 wins out of Suarez. And Logan Webb really picked it up as the season went on. Ended up 10-14, but with a 3.5 WAR. I'm excited to have WAR, Suarez, and Hicks as our top 3. Right now, Hicks had a good season for us as well, 3-1, 3.94. Doesn't throw a ton of innings, but 5 and dive, as they say. Eric Lauer was fine as our number 4, an ERA of 4, almost 2 WAR. His ARB number's up at about 3, or 3.5. So I don't know if we're gonna keep him. We'll see. Doval had a really good season for us through 100 innings, struck out 134 as our stopper. Dakota Hudson was terrible. So we got a couple of pieces here in Suarez, Webb, and Hicks, and then from there it's a whole lot of nothing, but it's still better than it was a year ago or 2 years ago when we took over. So that's kind of where we are. We have a new budget of $110 million. Given that we're already investing a lot of money into scouting and development, we don't actually have $110 million. It says our payroll right now is 107. But we have to figure out what we're going to do. Like I said, Lauer's at $3 million, Luplow's at 2.4, Hudson's at 2.2, and then Varsho's down to 1.8. I thought that said 4. Varsho at 1.8 is fine, I think. 2 wins at 1.4 million. So we should get a little bit back depending on what we do with Lauer, Hudson, and Luplow. That's almost $8 million right there. And then we should be able to save a little bit on Suarez and Webb. And I don't really want to sign either of them long term right now. We'll see if either of them are interested. But I'm afraid of trying to break the bank for one of those guys. So let's get into salary arbitration. And let's talk to the players that we know we want to bring back. So we got Suarez, who wants 9. He's 28 years old. What if we gave him 3 years? Something like this. Oops, that's 125 million. 8.5, 12.5, 15. Okay. I mean, that's a reasonable contract. Takes him till he's 31. And then we can move on from 3 years at 36. I am okay with for Ranger Suarez. And then Logan Webb, 7.5. So he's 26. Let's see if we can get him for 5. So if we go 7, 9, 11, 13, and 15. Oops, that's a lot of money. Will he take something like that? 7, 9, 11, 13, 15? No, he only wants the 1-year deal, which, I mean, and I guess I can say it's fine. It is what it is. So he's not interested in discussing it further. Oops. Okay, well, we'll see what the arbiter says for Logan Webb. We are going to renounce Lutej or Lutej, whatever his name is. Let's see. I mean, Lauer isn't terrible. 5 pitches, high work ethic. He was pretty good this year. Dakota Hudson was good last year, or good 2 years ago, terrible this year. Let's see what we can get for Hudson. See if there's any interest in a Dakota Hudson. There's nothing, no interest in a Dakota Hudson. Okay. What about Eric Lauer? Because I may just non-tender both of them and run with some younger starters. Yeah, because we have Ramsey David, who's going to come up and fill one of those roles. So we'll have Suarez, Hudson, Hicks, or Suarez, Hicks, Webb, excuse me. We could move Hunter Stanley into the rotation. He had a pretty good season for us. I mean, record-wise, he was fine, but ERA plus was below average. I think if I'm keeping one of them, I'm keeping Lauer, I think, just because of the high work ethic. 55 stamina. Oops. Hudson's got 55 stamina. I think if we keep one of them, we keep Lauer. I think that's probably the right move. Let's talk to the other players first, and let's try to get Poppin. Is that 2 stars, 2 stars? Yeah. He's an average pitcher. I mean, I guess he's a little above average with the high work ethic. Trevino wants 1.4, so I'll offer him 1.325. Okay, we offer him 1.35. All right, that works. That's the wrong guy. Oops. Hira, meh. He's a captain, but he's a negative WAR player. I'm fine. Moving on from Keston Hura. Andrew Vaughn. I mean, I still feel like, I mean, at 1.2, I think it's worth it for the 25-year-old. So we'll submit that. Varsho at 1.8, I think, is a no-brainer. Let's offer him 1,725. So we got Luplow, Hudson, Lauer that we have to deal with. Does anybody want Jordan Luplow? I mean, I think this is probably an easy an easy non-tender. Yeah, it's gonna be an easy non-tender. He was pretty bad last year. So that brings us back to Hudson and Lauer. So Hudson was better 2 years ago. Lauer was better this season. Lauer, however, wants his movement dropped. His movement increased. I think we offer him. I would rather. What do we have for potential free agents coming up? And we're not going to be able to afford any of these guys. I'm just looking to see if there's going to be a better option than what we already have. You know what I mean? Like, does it make sense to DFA those guys when there isn't a replacement for the same price? Because these are reasonable deals. I think it makes sense. Let's just go one more year. He wants 2.2. That's 2.1 million. That's fine. I think we're going to keep them both. And then Eric Lauer at 3. So 2,850. Can we save 150? We can. All right, cool. All right, so that's what we're going to go with. Hopefully the arbiter agrees with us for Logan Webb. Any of these guys we want to offer contracts to? Probably not. Nope. So I'm going to go ahead and we'll sim up to free agency, and I will come back and we'll look at your award winners, and then we'll get into free agency. Hang tight. All right. We're back. It is free agency. Let's take a quick gander at who won what. So your AL Gold Gloves, you can see them there. I'm not going to, you can just pause it if you want to. In the NL, any Diamondbacks, doesn't appear to be. AL Reliever of the Year, again, you can look there, Joe Barlow. In the National League, Eli Villalobos. Wow, he's good. Platinum Stick or Silver Slugger in the NL. We got Alec Thomas on there. Very nice. As our right fielder in the AL. You can see the list there. AL Rookie of the Year, Juan Flores. And in the National League, Nolan Gorman. AL Manager of the Year, Chris Woodward. In the National League, Dave Roberts. AL Cy Young goes to Garrett Cole. In the NL, it goes to Max Fried. We won our arbitration hearing with Logan Webb. So 7.5, he wanted 9.35, so that's good for us. And now we have international signings. Anybody any good? Meh. He wants 6.7. I mean, that's not bad. He's a pretty darn good catcher. Well, I don't know. Ratings might be off a bit. There we go. We need to figure out a way to get Julio Lujan in the fold, I believe. Free agents. Julio Urias, big name on there. Wants $31 million. What do we have? We have $14 million. Ugh. Okay. So, there's not a whole lot we're going to be able to do this year. I would like to take a run at Lujan, though, given that he's only 22. So if we offered him 14, because that's all we can offer this year. I mean, let's just see. I mean, Sure, 14, 15, 16, 17. I would like to get a scouting report on him, but I feel like that's... And his nickname is Sandman. He's 6 feet, 170 pounds. Let's go here. I want to go back and look at him really quickly. But I think we make a run at Lujan. He's clearly the... Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. Looks like the best potential bat. Our scouting accuracy is low. But even if he ends up like this, I mean, that's an elite right fielder with a ton of speed. High work ethic, yeah. It's a no-doubter. Hopefully we don't get into a bidding war because we don't have any money to bid with. So if we look at our team right now, who on AAA are we going to call up? We're going to call up Ramsey David. Probably call up Vukovic. Cuero and Lawler are going to probably start in AA. Guy Garibay, who was our number 1 pick last year, number 31 prospect in baseball, he'll move up to AA. So he's a little bit away. Taylor will move up to AA. He's a little bit away. So we still have some players that are about a year away from making an impact. I'd say all 4 of these guys will probably be on not this upcoming opening day's roster, but the following. So I think if we do that, then we're going to go Webb, Suarez, Hicks, Henry, and Ramsey David. Yeah, I don't want to say regret offering Lauer, but it would be nice to have some extra money. So can we... Nobody wants him. Can we sell him? Can we sell him to somebody? Dodgers want him. I mean, I would trade him to the Dodgers. They've always got money. Who am I looking for? Eric Lauer for $3 million. Oh, they only have 1.3. Oops. Brewers have -10. Guardians have 125. White Sox have $1 million. Red Sox have money. Here. I know you want Eric Lauer for $3 million. On the right track. $2 million. 1.5. Really? $1 million. $750,000. Really? All right, so I'm going to screw around with this a little bit, and then we're going to sim ahead, and, well, let's see. I mean, can we get just a potential prospect from the Red Sox for him? You know what? I'd almost rather trade him for the cash, just straight up cash, and see if we can add some more money to our bottom line in case we get into a bidding war for they want Graveman, who we have for free. Caleb Freeman, Doval. Yeah, I'm not willing to do that. Let's get up to the winter meetings. Maybe we can make something happen at the winter meetings. And if I don't sound quite as energetic as I normally do, I'm not feeling well. Everybody in my house is sick. And when my kids get sick, I end up getting sick. But I wanted to make sure I got this video out today. So here we are. So still nothing from Lujan. Yeah, so we're just going to keep simming. We'll get up to the winter meetings. It's the 27th. Let's sim next month. Let's see if we get a message from Lujan. I mean, Lujan would be huge. That would be a huge addition to our team. at a reasonable cost, at a reasonable length. Because after that 4 years, you start getting into arbitration. But if he's performing and we're not playing well, that seems like an easy deal. So he favors the offer. 4 years at $62 million. That is awesome. Any interesting news? Looks like a whole lot of nothing traded back and forth between Detroit and Pittsburgh. Jamison Tyone stays in Milwaukee. Lujan likes our offer. Guardians trade minor leaguers for David Phelps. And they trade minor leaguers for Emilio Pagan. Okay. I'm going to delete these. Let's get to the Hall of Fame voting. Cubs and Urias. Julio Urias signs with the Cubs. 4 years, $110 million. He's coming off of a 3-season string of, what is that, 47 and 14 in 3 years with the Dodgers. That's pretty good. Addison Barger for Kyle Finnegan. All right, let's go to Hall of Fame voting. Who do we have? Bobby Abreu belongs in the Hall of Fame. Carlos Beltran belongs in the Hall of Fame. Adrian Beltre belongs in the Hall of Fame. Mark Burley, Todd Helton, Torrey, and Andrew Hunter. Manny. I got 2 more. Billy Wagner. And I guess Sheffield. Sheffield belongs. Sheffield belongs. All right, let's sim now up to the winter meetings. Let's see if we can shed a tiny bit of payroll to try to improve our team in other places. Wow, Glasnow signed. Was that the Cubs or the White Sox? Where is Glasnow? He's got to be White Sox. Okay, so the White Sox now have the top 3 in the American League in ERA on their roster. Stolen bases. Adalberto Mondesi stole 92 bases. That can't be... This is what I was afraid of. I mean, I can screw around with it a little bit, but I don't have a lot of money to go back and forth. So Lujan likes our offer. Oh, that sucks, man. I have a feeling we're going to get outbid here. So let's see what we can do with... I don't know. We don't have a lot of... There's not a lot of big contracts. It's really Lauer and Dakota Hudson. Like, that's really it. So they will give us Jimenez, who I don't really want. But I would take a minor leaguer if you're willing to give one up. They don't have a ton of prospects in their system. I mean, not that I expect that they'll give up Ramirez, but... Cole Henry, no. Noah Miller. He's not bad. What about money? Just give me money. Just give me money. They don't want to give me money. Okay. So, what can we do? Okay, that's not worth their while. Vukovic is up to 3.5 stars. Oh, that's OSA. Okay. What about Wes Kath? No, it's not my final offer. Cole Henry's not really any good. Man, their minors are terrible. Terrible. What about the Braves? The Braves could use some pitching, right? Gunnar Miro, Spencer Schwellenbach. Did you give me Spencer? wasting your time. Okay. Sorry. What about for Hudson? Stop wasting your time. Okay. So neither of those pitchers have any value at all. That's good to know. Probably should have just non-tendered both of them. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to sim up to the Rule 5, and I am going to offline try to come up with some sort of deal to move these two players. I would like that extra money in case we need it to sign Lujan. So I will be back at the Rule 5, and yeah, I'll be back at the Rule 5. Hang tight. Excuse me. All right, guys, we're back. It is the Rule 5 draft, and excuse me. We made a small deal with the Padres. We traded Eric Lauer and Brian Pena, who's a 22-year-old half-star pitcher in rookie ball, in exchange for Ty Buttrey, a reliever from San Diego. He's bounced around a little bit, played for the Angels, the Red Sox, a couple other teams. We got them to retain about 60% of Buttrey's contract, and we didn't have to retain any of Lauer's, so we saved about $2.5 million-ish or so, and pick up Buttrey, who we will place in the bullpen. The contract offers with Lujan are crazy right now. Probably should have requested a scouting report at the beginning, but it has gone from 4 years at $62 million up to 5 years at like 115 or something. Yeah, 5 years, $114 million. I would be fine with that if he takes it. I don't have much more room. I don't have much more to go. I don't have many places to go from here, unfortunately. So if he doesn't take this, we may have to go back to the drawing board, which would suck because he would be perfect in the outfield for us. So at any rate, it's time for the Rule 5. So let's look at our Rule 5 eligible players and make sure there's nobody we want to keep. Jesus Parra, Jose Santa Maria. He should probably be on the big league roster right now. We'll put him on the 40-man. Mitchell Stumpo, we'll put him on the 40-man. Connor Thomas, we will put him on the 40-man. And Parra, I think we'll put him on the 40-man as well. Of course, that eats away at whatever we had left over. So is there anybody on the 40-man that we don't want on the 40-man anymore? Riley Smith, Tyler Gilbert, CJ Chatham, Ethan Small, Tyler Holton. I would say all of these two-star guys can come off of the 40-man. That should free up a little bit more money as well. Yeah, it puts us up to 2.9. All right, so let's get into the Rule 5. We're picking 9th. And let's see what's there. All right, so let's look at batters. So we got Grant Koch, or Koch, Kevin Alcantara. I saw Penango was there. I mean, looks like he is developing. I mean, that might be a fairly easy selection for us. We need another outfielder. That gets us another outfielder. And then we can go through and see what else is available with our next pick. I mean, we could take Penango and then trade Varsho. Just see if there's anybody here we want more. Buelvas is here. He's not bad. So a couple of decent outfielders. What about pitchers? Are there any starting pitchers there that are worth? No. Gabriel Aguilera is not really any good. Denny Bentley, extreme ground ball pitcher. I mean, he might be decent in Arizona if you can get that movement up to that 70. Joey Estes. No. Joey Estes is really good in my A's playthrough, but not so much here. Andres Gomez with the Yankees, no. I think it's Penango, and we'll just sort of see how he does. Antonio Jimenez, no. Well, Braylon Marquez hasn't developed quite as nicely here as he has in other games. Yeah, let's go back and let's take Penango because we need some outfielders. All right. Has anybody else been taken? David Peralta and Khalil Lee. Okay. So now that we have Penango, Fairchild can get DFA'd. We might get Buelvas too and get Penango and Buelvas. We could use a middle infielder. I mean, Guzman is okay. Well, I mean, I guess he'd probably be fine as a backup middle infielder. All right, let's get back in. And I think we take Buelvas if he's still there. He is. And we'll take him as well. So we pick up a couple of outfielders, kind of contact-heavy outfielders, which doesn't help our, the lack of power on our big league team, but that is okay. Milkar Perez. It's number 82 prospect in baseball. I mean, our catching situation is okay. We got, we got a lot of catchers in the minor leagues. We don't need to do anything there now that I think about it. Lizier, again, as I just get done saying we don't need a catcher. I mean, maybe we take Perez and see if we can flip him. He's a number 82 prospect in baseball. It's got to count for something. JJ Bleday. He's not. Hasn't developed at all. Alexis Azuaje. We got here Darryl Collins, a first baseman who can't hit for power. I think that might be it. We take our 3 picks and call it a day. Groshans, I think, is a pretty decent defensive player, yeah. Spencer Horwitz, another first baseman with no power. Jorge Jimenez, I love that eye. Whether or not it develops remains to be seen, but I love that eye. Parker Meadows. I mean, he's really good defensively. Can't really hit, but Kyle Mitchell's a decent bat. Jose Ramos was part of the Rafael Devers trade, I believe. A lot of outfielders. TJ Schofield, Sam. No. Taylor Trammell. Out of the Park 23 does not like Taylor. I love Taylor Trammell. I try to get him in every league I play. But he's not particularly good in this one. Brett Wisely, he can hit. No, I think we're good. We made our 3 picks. One of them we're going to turn to try and flip. So let's sim ahead a few days and see what happens with Lujan. Keep our fingers crossed there that 5th year made a difference. Stuart Fairchild. Okay, well, it's a good thing I DFA'd him. Still no word, right? Nope, still no word. Maybe it'll be a Christmas present. It's the 23rd. Still nothing. Jack Flaherty signs with the Phillies. 6 years, $131 million. So we have no money for extensions. We're still waiting on Lujan. If we can... Ooh. See if we can get a scouting report on him. I mean, if those are his ratings, I may take a run at him. There's Devers. 1 year in LA wasn't particularly good. Let's keep going and see what we get. If the number goes much higher, like he's willing to take that $14 million in the first year, but the other years are all up over 20 at this point. So if it gets much higher than that, I don't know that I can afford it. It's not even a matter of want at this point. It's a matter of can. Stroman signs with New York. And we really are putting all of our eggs in this basket as well. So still nothing. Damn. Yeah, he is what we thought he was. We got to make this work. We got to figure this out. All right, so 14 for the first year. 24. 26. 27. And 28. All right, so we're up to 5 years, 119 million. It's only 5 million more than what we offered before. I'm beginning to think is moving Hicks a viable option here to try to get some space? I mean, if we're going to put all of our eggs into that basket, we may as well put all of our eggs into that basket, right? Solak, Kevin Biggio. You retain the deal, retain his contract. It would be over budget. Let's get this down to 0. All right, so they would take Jordan Hicks. They would retain 60% of Kevin Biggio's contract. That's not enough. Gets us a left-handed bat who has some power and a good eye. It could basically be the replacement for Luplow. Are there any pitchers at all that you would be willing to give up? Because like I said, I feel like if we're going to go all in, we may as well go all in and create the space for that stud center fielder. What about Ryan Borucki? You want to give him up as well? Okay. All right. And I don't think you'll be able to retain, or you can retain a little bit. 5%. Okay. Now we're getting somewhere. Because Pearson will be essentially the replacement for Hicks. He's not going to be as good, but hopefully between Borucki and Pearson, all right, I'm okay with this. So let's just start adding, try to get them to retain more. So we can add one more. All right, so our available money would improve by $6 million here. We give up Jordan Hicks, who we just signed, so it's kind of a bummer. But we give up Jordan Hicks, who's, you know, you can talk yourself into any of these things, right? So Jordan Hicks, not really a starter with the 40 stamina, but potentially a pretty good reliever. 3 years, $30 million or something, and then 4 players that I don't care about. Cam Corsi is a half-star 25-year-old. Canzone is a 2-star 26-year-old. Connor Grams is a 26-year-old in Double-A ball. And Tim Tawa is a half-star in Double-A. Play all over the diamond. I don't want to give up Tawa. I'm going to give up somebody else. Here, you can have Caldera. And in turn, we get Kevin Biggio and a couple of starters. They retain 60% of Biggio, 45% of Pearson, and that frees up another $9 million to try to lock things down with Lujan. So let's do that. I'm good with that. So they fans like the acquisition of Barucki, which is good because we needed some fan interest bump. We're only at 51. All three of those players can go there. So now we have a little bit more money to play with. Revenue per game has gone down. That's obviously not good. Hopefully we can sign Lujan and we can be better next year. This so far has been a rough playthrough. And it also, frankly, if we're able to sign Lujan and then Correa opts out of the deal, that gives us an in-house Correa replacement. And if we're going to move Carlos Correa, I'm not going to do that offline. I'm going to do that during an online save where you guys can criticize me. So, all right, so let's keep going. So we got a little bit more money to play with for that first year. Not that I think that's really what's making the difference, but now it's the Cubs. All right. All right, so let's put this at 15. This one at 25. This one at 27. This one at 28. And I guess we can bump this one up to 30. So we're up to 5 for 125 now, which I'm still... I would be good up to about maybe 5, given that we've now scouted him and we know that his ratings are what we thought they were, to channel my inner Dennis Green. I'm okay going to like 5 for 150 for him, somewhere right in there, about $30 million a year, give or take. Yeah, I think I'm okay kind of with that, which means we have to win because we have no money to do anything else. We just have some money this year, so we may as well try to take advantage of it. Let's see what sort of answer we get here. Okay, so it's still the best offer. Hall of Fame voting. Okay, so yep, he likes our offer. He wants to take a few days. Beltre makes it. Helton's getting close. Beltran's getting close. Wagner's getting close. Sheffield gets dropped. Weaver, Bautista, Joey Bats, Adrian Gonzalez, James Shield, Brandon Phillips, Miguel Montero, all dropped. And we will sim ahead. Let you guys sit here and watch the battle for Lujan unfold live in front of your eyes. So we're going against the Giants, the Cubs. I think there was one other team that was making some offers too. I mean, 5 for 125 is a bargain given his ratings. So we are... I have a feeling he's going to drop our budget right here, though. That could be a problem. Nope, we still have 146. Okay, I was concerned that he was going to drop our budget given how things had gone during the offseason. So we actually have money for extensions now. Let's keep going. That money will go away, I believe, when and if Lujan signs. Oh, you're killing me. All right. 15. Let's just do it. Wow, okay. So that's not going to get us there now. Okay, so 18, 28, 30, 32, and 32. Oh, shoot. 18, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 28, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 30, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 32, 5. And 32, 5. All right, so now we're up to 5 and 141. I mean, we're hitting sort of max capacity here. But, again, we're going all in. Now the Rangers are offering more. All right, let's just get these down to round numbers. All right, 5 for 151. That's about as high as I'm comfortable going. I don't know if it's going to be enough. I don't know if it's going to be enough. That's the problem. My guess is it probably won't be. I mean, I'm all in at this point. I mean, I can't. Let's just offer this to him. 5 years, 166. I guess I just don't. What's the end? You know what I mean? Like, what's the cutoff? I just feel like if we miss out on Lujan, then our entire offseason was a waste. Yeah, we're up over 40 million now. 20, 35, 37.5, and 38. Oh, shit. What else is available in free agency? I mean, I don't want to say we blew it, but the catcher is gone too. I mean, this is the type of player you build your franchise around. And this is getting out of control. It's getting out of control, and it could hamstring me, but it could also be the thing that tips us over the edge. Okay, so Rodriguez declines. He likes that deal, but he said that before. And we did it. That took a long time, and that is a crap ton of money. An absolute crap ton of money. $36 million. Thankfully, we signed Suarez, so at least we have him locked down. Webb, we can try. Yeah, we can't even talk to Webb. We have him for one more season. We're going to have to move some names here. Varsho, Biggio are most likely absolutely gone just to free up about $10 million. I kind of, at this point, hope Correa opts out and we can build around Lujan, but I think that's probably the right move. 22-year-old stud outfielder. He's going to play right field for us. Absolute cannon for an arm. Yeah. So that took a while, but we got to where we needed to be. So I am now going to sim ahead to the end of to the end of spring training, and I will be back. We'll set the lineups and we'll call it an episode. So I will be right back. All right, guys, we're back. It is opening day, and I did make one trade during spring training, and it all started because I had an offer made to me by the Oakland A's. They wanted to send me Shea Langelier. But I decided to pass on that, but it gave me an idea. So I shopped around Dalton Varsho, as well as that third baseman that we picked up in the Rule 5. I can't even remember his name. And we found a buying partner with the Colorado Rockies. So we take a look at the deal that we made with the Rockies. We traded Dalton Varsho, Milkar Perez, Connor Thomas, and Blaze Alexander, as well as Dom Fletcher, to the Rockies, getting Kumar Rocker and Phaedriel Cruz. So we give up Varsho, who put up 2 WAR last year, 2 WAR the year before that. Going to be looking for about $4 million or so next year. It's more than I wanted to pay, given what we picked up in the Rule 5. Milkar Perez, we picked up in the Rule 5. Connor Thomas, who we called him up, but his ratings all dropped, so he went down to 2 stars, put up 5.28 ERA in AAA last year. Blaze Alexander, 2-star player that hit a $197 in AA last year. Good defensively, good defensive third baseman, but can't hit. And then Dominic Fletcher, just a 2-star outfielder. Hit pretty well in AAA last year, but not really in our plans. And in return, we get, I'll show you a rocker in a second, we get Phaedriel Cruz, a 2.5-star, 3.5-star infielder, can play first, second, and center. That is a strange combination. He's going to start in AAA. Has some pop, hit 285, 377, 471 in AA a year ago. Will start in AAA. Will probably be up before the season's over. His contact and his power, or his gap and his power, I mean, he hits really well against righties. Passable against lefties, probably a platoon bat, but has some nice power. And then we pick up Kumar Rocker. Rocker is, I think he got rushed. You can see he was drafted in 2022, and he was up by 2023, and he was atrocious for Colorado last year. But has good stuff, good movement, 2+ pitches, a third above average changeup, good stamina. Control is what it is, but potentially still has a little bit of room for growth. OSA doesn't like him nearly as much as we do. But I thought giving him a shot. So we pick up Kumar Rocker and Phaedriel Cruz for Varsho, Perez, Thomas, Alexander, and Fletcher. So that was the deal we made. We went 15-12-1 in the preseason, which is good for me, or good as far as I'm concerned. We got a bunch of growth during free agency, or during spring training as well. Pinango is now up to 3.5 stars. He's now the 61 prospect in baseball. And the other outfielder that we picked up, Brian Buevas, also got better. We also had Vukovic get better. He's up to the number 90 prospect in baseball. So a lot of growth from some of our young players, which is obviously huge. So it's time to cut down and finish this episode. So we have 17 pitchers. We got to get down to 13. So pitching ratings. Santa Maria can go down to AAA. Henry can go down to AAA. So Pearson's going to be a starter. I think Barucki actually is better served as a bullpen arm. If we make him a reliever, yeah, he's better as a reliever. And then we'll put Rocker in the number 5 spot. So that'll be our rotation. Webb, Suarez, Pearson, David, and Rocker. So we still have to send down 2 more pitchers, though. Hunter Stanley didn't pitch particularly well. Uceta didn't pitch particularly well. I think we sent him down. Well, maybe. I don't know. Ryan Weiss. We got a lot of guys that are interchangeable, right? That are 50, 55, 55 kind of things. Mitchell Stumpo. I like the extreme ground ball, so I think we're going to give him a shot. We're going to send Weiss down. And we got to send 1 more. I think it's going to be Uceta. No, it's not going to be Uceta. It's going to be Pacheco. No, I like the stuff and movement too much. I think Stanley. Stanley goes down, I think. All right. So there is our starting rotation. Doval will be our stopper. I think I want Graveman in as the closer. Freeman and Barucki will be our setup. And then you set up Pacheco. Buttrey will be our middle relief, and Stumpo will be our long relief, I guess. Yeah. That works. Bring Barucki 7th or earlier. All right, so that gives us, what, 20, 30. So we got to send 5 players down. So Guzman is hurt, and he's only out for a month. Para, Yanni Hernandez, Alejo Lopez. We have 6 outfielders. I forgot we have 6 outfielders. What do we do? Do we try to move Vaughn? Can he go to the minors? Stop. What's this thing doing? Send him to the minors? Okay. All right. And we got to send 1 more down. So Biggio's got the flexibility to play basically anywhere. So I think for now we can just put Guzman on the DL and just have Biggio back up sort of everywhere. So now it's time to set our lineups. So let's clear the lineups. All right. So do we stick with Alec Thomas batting leadoff? I think so. 55 I, 60 avoid K. Our number 2 hitter. Penango's a lefty, right? Yeah, we got a lot of lefties in the lineup. I kind of like, so if we have an outfield of Buelvas, Thomas, and Lujan, and then we make Penango the DH, so we do something like this. Something like that, maybe. Buelvas' arm is passable out in right field, and then Penango batting 5th is the DH, something like that. Vukovic at first. And then we have catcher 3rd, so we can stick O'Neal Cruz in, Rodriguez in, and Trevino in. Yeah, I kind of like that. And then Biggio can just back up literally everywhere. You can back up at 1st, 2nd, 3rd, and short. Greer will back up in our outfield positions. Yeah, that works. So he'll play every 4th game there. He'll play every 5th game here, every 6th game here, every 6th. So he'll play 4 times a week. Greer's not going to play nearly as much. Every 10th game, I guess. Yeah, that kind of works. Thomas, Buelvas, Lujan, Correa, Penango, Vukovic, O'Neal, Cruz, Jose Rodriguez, and Trevino. Copy that lineup against lefties now. Yeah, we're lefty heavy. So Penango can still hit lefties. Lujan can hit lefties. But he shouldn't be our number 3 hitter. So I think we move 60 and 55. So we'll make him our number 3 hitter. I want to go lefty, righty, lefty. So maybe but I don't want to bat Correa 5th. So maybe we do this. Maybe we do something like that. Cruz is passable against lefties, so we do something like that, I guess. It's not great, but Penango, 55, 60, 50, 65. I'm not going to hit for a lot of power, but he should still hit against lefties. I'm kind of okay with that. So we're going to play opening day. So let's get to opening day. We'll play opening day, and we will call it an episode. So picking up Lujan, that high work ethic, it was just a perfect storm, right? A 22-year-old elite power hitting outfield with insane work ethic just doesn't come along very often. So hopefully we can win this year. We can get some fans in. We get that bump to fan interest, which gets a bump to ticket prices, and we see how it goes. So stay close to an even record. Lujan's the number 2 prospect in baseball. Araujo, who was our international guy last year, is number 9. Yeah, if that contact does in fact reach 60, which you have to think it will, given his work ethic. If it doesn't, we're in trouble. But if it does, I mean, he's going to be a beast. So, I don't think we have any money for next season. We don't. We got about $2 million left this year, which, I mean, hopefully we can generate some fan interest and that number will increase, but I'm not counting on it. So let's sim this day. Excuse me. Taking on the Miami Marlins on opening day. So we get a trade proposal here on opening day. Dominic Tamez and Jared Johnson for Yanni Hernandez. No, I'm good with that. If we look at minor league, not the minor league system rankings, preseason predictions, they have us going 75 and 87, which is the same record we had this past season. We don't have any pitchers or hitters there. I suspect we're going to be better than that. We're going to be better next. We're going to have a full season of Suarez, and we have another couple of bats in the lineup that are better than what we had last year. Penango, Vukovic, and Buelvas should, in theory, all be better than what we had in the lineup last year. So, and our pitching staff, I think our pitching staff is better. I think. And we got Guy Garibay. I forgot about him. Number 20 prospect, going to start in Double-A. He'll be up next season as well. He'll probably be a left fielder. No, he'll probably going to be in right. Because we got Lujan in center. Yeah. All right, well, let's play today. Let's play opening day at home against Miami. So they're sending Nasim Nunez batting leadoff, playing short. Jose Devers batting second, playing second. Jorge Soler is the designated hitter, batting third. Jesus Sanchez, cleanup, batting fourth. Luke Voit bats fifth, plays first. Avi Garcia plays right field and bats sixth. Patrick Wisdom, the former Cub, bats seventh, plays third. Locane out in center, batting eighth. And Peyton Henry does the catching, batting ninth. Trevor Rogers gets the start. He was 3-18 a year ago with a 4.93 earned run average. For us, it'll be Thomas, Correa, Penango, Vukovic, Cruz, Rodriguez, Lujan, Buelvas, and Trevino with Logan Webb on the mound. So let's see how opening day goes here for the Arizona Diamondbacks. Nasim Nunez bats leadoff. First pitch is hit out to left. Catch made out there, one away. Jose Devers, 1-1 pitch. Another fly ball to left, 2 away. And Jorge Soler, World Series hero for the Braves this past season. Hard shift to the left against him. 3 fly ball outs here in the first inning, so we go to the bottom of the first, and it'll be our first ups here in 2024. Trevor Rogers against Alec Thomas, and Thomas with a base hit. A leadoff single on a 3-0 pitch. Correa now. That's going to get down as well, so back-to-back singles to start off the 2024 season. Penango with his first at-bat. He's hit by a pitch. The bases are loaded for A.J. Vukovic. And A.J. hits a fly ball out to center. Should be deep enough to score the run. And it is. So Vukovic with a productive at-bat. RBI single. O'Neal Cruz now hits a fly ball to right. It's going to stay in the park. 2 away. And Rodriguez now. He strikes out. So we do score a run. Get on the board first. Sanchez. First pitch to him is going to be a diving catch out in center field by Lujan. Showing off the glove, Julio Lujan on opening day. Luke Voit. So 5 fly ball outs here in 5 batters against Logan Webb. Avi Garcia now. Hard shift left. 3-2 pitch. Strike 3. So 6 up, 6 down for Webb so far. Lujan, his first plate appearance in the majors is a strikeout. Buelvas. Ground ball to second, 2 away, and Trevino. Fly ball out to center. It's going to stay in the park, so we go down 1-2-3 in the second. Still up 1-0. Patrick Wisdom. 1-1 pitch to him. He squares to bunt and misses. Shift left is still on. 1-2 count. Another fly ball out. So 6 of the 7 outs have all been fly balls. Locane. 3-1 pitch to him. It's ball 4. And Henry. We will shift to the left. Pop up on the infield. 2 away. Back up to the top of the order now. Nasim Nunez. Ground ball to the second baseman, and that retires the side. So they get a walk, but that's it. And we have the top of the order up. Thomas will lead off. He strikes out. Correa. Grounds out to second, and Penango. A quick 1-2-3 inning for us. So 1-0 through 3. Jose Devers. Strikeout. Jorge Soler. Hard shift left. Ground ball to third. 2 away. It's Sanchez. We will shift to the right. I am recording, right? Yes, I am. Okay. Hard shift to the right. 1-2 pitch to him. It's going to be a fly ball to center, and that retires the side. So things are looking good for Webb here through 4. We send up Vukovic, Cruz, and Rodriguez. So AJ had a sac fly his first time up. Strikes out here. Cruz. That's going to be a single to right, a 1-out single for O'Neal Cruz. And now Rodriguez. He strikes out again. And now Lujan. He strikes out again. So 4 strikeouts between Rodriguez and Lujan through 4 innings. Luke Voit. 3-2 pitch to Voit. Ground ball to short. 1 away. Avi Garcia. Hard shift left. 2-1 pitch. Ground ball to short. 2 away. And Patrick Wisdom. Ground ball on the infield, and it gets through the inning. So through 4.5, it's 1-0. Buelvas, Trevino, and Alek Thomas here. Buelvas hits a fly ball to right. That's going to hook way foul. He strikes out. Trevino now. It's going to be a base hit for Trevino. So our 4th hit, all singles. Alek Thomas now. Ooh, nice diving play, but it's going to be an infield single. So 2 on, 1 out for Correa. He strikes out. 2 on, 1 out for Penango. He's going to pop out. So there was a scoring opportunity that goes by the wayside. That one's a little disappointing, but Lorenzo Cain steps in. He drew a walk last time. Ground ball in front of the plate. 1 away. Henry is a pull hitter, so we will shift left. 0-1 pitch to him. Ground ball up the middle into the shift. 2 away. And Nunez. Ground ball on the infield. 3 away. We go to the bottom of the 6th. 1-0. We got Vukovic, Cruz, and Rodriguez. AJ with a leadoff single. So good Major League debut for AJ Vukovic here. O'Neal Cruz now. Fly ball out to center field. It's going to be the first out of the inning. Rodriguez strikes out. And Nunez, or Lujan rather. Ground ball to the second baseman. That retires the side. So still 1-0 going to the 7th. Devers with a ground ball to first. 1 out. Now we got Soler. First pitch to Soler is a ground ball into the shift. 2 away. And Jesus Sanchez now. Shift right against him. Fly ball out to right center field. And Lujan makes the catch there. We are going to get somebody up in the pen. It's going to be Doval. I mean, Webb's only at 73 pitches, so he's not coming out, but I just want to have somebody ready. Buelvas leads off. 2-0 pitch to him. There's out number 1. Trevino. It's going to be another hit for our number 9 hitter. It's 2 singles for Trevino. There's another hit for Alek Thomas. We have 8 singles in this game. They bring in a pinch, relief pitcher, Aaron Brooks, to face Correa. 2 on, 1 out. Correa grounds it on the infield, so it's going to be an infield single. So the bases are loaded for Penango. And he strikes out with the bases loaded. That will bring up Vukovic. And it's going to be an infield hit. Yes! A.J. Vukovic picks up his second RBI of the game. We are up 2-0. O'Neal Cruz now. They bring in a lefty, and he strikes out. So we pick up a run. We have 10 singles in this one. Luke Voigt, shift left on him. And I didn't want to say anything. You notice I didn't say anything at all about it through 7 innings, but there goes the no-hitter in the top of the 8th inning for Logan Webb. So I didn't want to say anything. I was just going to let it play out, but there it is. Wild pitch down to second. So there is a walk. He's at 80 pitches. All right, we'll let him go one more batter here. Happ is an extreme pull. We'll see what he does here. Fly ball out to center. Okay. Low Kane. 0-2, 0-1 pitch to Kane is a ground ball to second, and we turn over the double play. All right. So we are going to we're going to put Duvall down, and we'll warm him up again with 2 outs. So we're up 2-0. Rodriguez with another single, or that's 11 singles for us. Let's see if Lujan can make contact. He's 0 for 2, 0 for 3. Not a great game for him. Huelvas against the lefty. That's going to be... it's going to... Shoot. That doesn't give me an opportunity to now get Doval up. Hopefully he's still ready. He is. Okay, so we can just bring him in. So Camilo Doval will come in for Logan Webb, who pitched 8 innings of 1-run baseball. Just an infield single, or a single to center in the 8th inning. And, of course, Doval comes in and immediately gives up a hit. Doval comes in and immediately gives up 2 hits. There's a bunt. So we get the runner at third, thankfully. So Soler, hard shift left. 1-2 pitch to him, strike 3. And Sanchez, shift to the right. And there's another hit. Not going to score a run. It sure is. And the ball gets away. Oh, and they score 2 runs. No, they don't. They only score 1. Okay, so they have runners at second and third, 2 outs for Williams Astudillo. And he can hit. He can hit. Who's up next? Garcia. We're going to pitch. We're going to pitch to him. And we're going to lose this game. Okay. I'm annoyed, if you can't tell. So we are going to pitch hit Yerzy for who's on the mound? Is it a lefty or a righty? It's a lefty. So we will stick with Trevino against Jesus Luzardo. Alek Thomas. And our final out, Carlos Correa. Yep. Okay. That sucks. That sucks. I should have let Webb come back out for the 9th. But this is why we have Doval, to shut down these types of games. All right. Well, that's going to do it here, guys. So the next episode will be the live stream on Sunday, where we will hopefully get through... I might sim April, so we can do May, June, and July in the live stream. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. But I hope you enjoyed watching it. Let me know your thoughts on our off season. Did we go too far on Julio Lujan? Let me know. Let me know. He went 0 for 4 with 3 strikeouts and made an error in his first game, so it wasn't exactly a stellar performance in his debut. But let me know your thoughts, guys. I appreciate it. I'll talk to everybody on Sunday night. Bye-bye.